Hello and welcome to my channel. I am currently redoing my blog and my YouTube channel. I'm going under a big rebranding stage right now. I'm still posting on my blog and on my Instagram, but on YouTube I kind of privated all my videos, mainly because I wasn't too pleased with pretty much all of the content that I had made previously, and I kind of felt like really sad as to where all the effort I had put in didn't really reflect well, and then I realized, you know, I actually wasn't putting in all that much effort. But today I am back because I haven't had an epiphany. Today's video, by the way, is my June TBR. So for June, I decided that you would pick half of my TBR. This is because I decided I was too unsure about what books I wanted to read, and there were so many that sounded quite similar in some aspects. Some it might just be a similar genre, where others they have similar themes, such as a non-trusting human. I'm really excited to show you what Instagram chose for this whole thing. Most of these books are books I wanted to read to begin with, so there's no like harsh feelings for books that weren't chosen. I did, however, have a friend of mine pick out some books beforehand, and I'm going to show those to you first. The person who helped me pick half of my TBR, I'd like to say, is The Mouse That Reads. I'll link her channel down below along with all of her social medias. She is absolutely fantastic. You should definitely check her out if you have the chance. Let's get to it. The first book that The Mouse That Reads chose, who is Mieke, is The Bane Chronicles by Cassandra Clare, Sarah Reese Brennan, and Maureen Johnson. I bought this 2 or 3 years ago. I've read 1 or 2 of the stories, but I think I should definitely jump back into it. I love Magnus Bane, and because Red Scrolls has come out, I figured I'd read a little bit more about him. This is also going to try and help me to get into Lady Midnight, which is my next attempt at getting into the Shadowhunter world. The next 2 books that she chose was Everlist, which I'd read last year by Sarah Holland, as well as Evermore, which is a sequel. I do not have the fancy ones. This is an arc of Everlist. This is a final copy, so I'm really excited to be jumping back into this world, considering that I really liked the series. The next book that she helped me choose was Empire of Storms by Sarah J. Maas. I have still not finished the series, even though it finished last year. The next book I have is a reread as well, and that is Renegades by Marissa Meyer. I have Arch Enemies on my shelf I also received to review, but I need to first reread this because it's been a while. As you can see, this is also one of my favorite books. So I'm really excited to jump back into this and see what is up. And then the last book that Mieke chose for me was The Graceling by Kristen Cashore. I've bought the series last year sometime, I think just before I stopped working. I really wanted to read it, and I love these new covers by Orion Books UK. These are just so nice. So I'm excited to jump into this one as well. I've heard great things. I've heard like kind of roundabout things as well. Not a lot of information has been given, but I'm nonetheless excited for this. We are now going to get into the books that was chosen by Instagram for me to read in June. Some housekeeping, I chose 2 books that were similar. I didn't choose like a middle grade versus a YA or a middle grade versus a thriller. They're either in the same genre, have the same themes, or something along those ways. We're gonna start with Trust Her and Don't Close Your Eyes. So 34 votes went to Trust Her, which wins. The Crimes by Kate Davies and The Umbrella Mouse by Anna Farga. This is an art copy. This actually is out right now. It came out on the 2nd of May. Yet to read it, obviously. Unfortunately, I will not be reading this book. The Crims won with 30 votes. Toxic by Nikki Cloak and Clean by Juno Dawson. They kind of share, I think, something similar. For me, they feel similar. However, Clean by Juno Dawson won. The 13th Story Treehouse by Andy Griffiths. And Girls Can Vlog by Emma Moss. Much to my surprise, Girls Can Vlog got 32 votes to 17 votes, so I'll be reading this month, which I'm really excited for because it's a really nice short book that I think I can get into quite quickly. Earth, My Butt, and Other Big Round Things, and the Demi book 2 in the series, Did I Mention I Need You? This is another one, much to my surprise, is that this book won with, not by a large mile, but large enough that it was kind of strange. I was very thrown back by it, but I'm excited to jump into this, considering that the author rewrote the book to be more relevant to current times, hence why it was re-released. And it also has a sequel now, so I'm very excited for that. I don't know if the sequel was already previously published. That could just be a mistake on my part for not knowing that, but I'm excited to jump into this one so I can get into the sequel, especially since I think I can relate a lot to the main character. After Image by J. Kowalis and Wicked Like Wildfire by Lana Popovic. I really wanted After Image to win, but unfortunately it got 17 votes to 37 votes, which was Wicked Like Wildfire, so I'm really excited to be reading this. These two books were a bit of a close call, and that was The Hunting Party by Lucy Foley and The Killer You Know by S.R. Masters. This is one that I've been trying to read for a while now because it's so interesting. You know the killer, and much like this one, where your friends are your murderers. Everyone's invited, everyone's a suspect, and it's all about friends. So that is the connection I had between these two. But however, all things considered, I'm not surprised that The Hunting Party won with 30 votes to 24. Ghost Boys by Jewel Parker Rhodes, and then the Cressida Crowell's The Wizard of Wands series, book 1 and 2. I've read book 1, but I need to reread it to get to book 2, and it's no surprise that it was actually won, considering that this is a more popular author and a more popular series. However, I still will be getting to this book as soon as I possibly can. My Secret YouTube Life, it's a short read. This is by Charlotte Seeger, and the next one is The Punk Factor by Rebecca Denton. However, The Punk Factor by Rebecca Denton won with 30 to 17 votes. Last book that I will be reading regardless of what the vote were, because I ended up reading the book I was comparing it to, is Missing by Sue Whiting. This book I was putting up with the Perfect Shadow by Brent Weeks. That had nothing in common, but these two books are like really short, and I really wanted a quick read for the last kind of book. So I'm really happy that this book won because it sounds really intriguing. This is what my TBR looks like for the month. I'm very excited for all the books that were chosen. As I mentioned, they are all books that I really wanted to read. Thank you so much to the publishers who ended up sending me most of these books to review, so I'm really excited to actually get to them and review them for you. And yeah, thank you so much for joining me on this video. I'm really excited to get back onto this journey with you, and I will see you in my next video.